Hello. A little early today, but we're doing our October 9th tarot reading. First, I want to chat about my philosophy on these cards and what it means to me and what my approach is to these readings. The first thing is that I find it really fun. That always has to win for me. If that doesn't win, I don't do it. Secondly, I don't look to these cards for fortune telling, and I don't look to them for any advice. The only thing I'm looking for when I see these cards is a reflection of the current situation based on my energy. In other words, I use the cards to externalize my internalized bullshit, my internalized questions and confusions. I say, okay, reflect back to me in 3 or 4 cards something I can contemplate. I do theater. I love scenes. I love musicals. And it feels like I'm being presented a scene that I unlock the puzzle. And that's really fun. That's the fun part for me. To me, it's not fortune telling. It's not what's going to become of this. Potential futures are shown to me sometimes in the reading, but the potential future is only based on the action I'm currently taking. And so that really is the distinction here is oftentimes I watched my last video and I thought, I present a lot of scenes and very little advice. And I started thinking, should I go advice heavy? Maybe. But if I do go advice heavy, that's me. That's me giving personal advice. That's not coming from the cards. I treat it like Harry Potter. You know, the Horcruxes. I gathered my soul back after the past couple of years and I've recollected it. I'm not giving that away freely to 78 cards. This is just fun. Having said all that, it's time. I'm going to go same order. Aries, you're first. And I think I like Aries. I don't know Aries to be hyper emotional in public. You're not going to get a lot of outbursts from Aries. I have yet to see that. It takes a lot to get a big public display of emotion from Aries. And but when you do, it's an explosion. It's like you push them over and they win. So let's see. Okay. The Fool in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse. The Moon, La Lune. So we've got the Fool in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse and the Moon. 2 major arcana. I think it's going to go surface for this first card. You're contemplating something deep, but you know it's a foolish choice. The Fool in reverse is very interesting for me. I like him upright. Reverse is just straightforward. You know it's a foolish decision. The Two of Cups in reverse. Disharmony, jealousy, false love. I'm seeing an affair. I'm seeing a tryst. Very Parisian. I'm getting a lot of Paris from this reading. The Moon especially. And you got to see this moon. The light's in the way, but it's just a big moon. The occult, the psychic powers. It's really in tune with all of that. A yearning for fulfillment. Yeah, that to me is a no-brainer. You want something that you're not getting. So you found, hey, Jenny, you found this thing that you can go do. Bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Complete contentment, bliss, ecstasy, quick intelligence. Yeah, I'm seeing an affair, Aries, and that's juicy. I won't tell you to do it. I won't tell you not to do it. But there's your reflection. Choose wisely. I'm glad I chatted in the beginning. I think I had to free myself from that I have to give advice thing. I don't have to give anything. I just have to reflect. I'm the catalyst. So we're moving on to Virgo. earth. Fire and earth. So let's see. Virgo. The Virgin. That's your symbol. Virgin. Three of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Getting love. I'm getting heartbreak. Heartbreak and, not unlike the Aries reading, but let's break it down. So Three of Swords in reverse. Disharmony, alienation, confusion, disorder. Yeah, ruptured right through the heart. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, baby. Nine of Cups in reverse. We've got overemphasis on physical and material side of one's being, imperfections. You're not getting what you want from love. You're not getting what you want from the material world. You're a little upside down right now, and your outcome, the Three of Pentacles, a card of mastery, such as a skill. I'm seeing that you're going to come through this. You have to choose to come through this. But I'm seeing that you could go through this heartbreak. You could go through being broke right now. You're probably broke. We're all broke. And you get your mastery, like a game of The Sims. You just, you level up. Three of Pentacles. And I love this picture. I love that it's like Three Pentacles hanging out up there. And he's just, cleaning the piece of wood. Bottom of the deck. Six of Rods. Triumphant reconciliation of desire and reality. There you go. This is the overarching theme. You do have what it takes to get through this heartbreak and to get through this financial ruin that you're probably in. You're going to get this. I have a good feeling. You do have the free will and the willpower. Okay. Aquarius, my sun, my sun. I don't have a sun. I don't think kids are going to happen for me in this one. Let's see. Aquarius. Just weird. We're weird. We're just bizarre. A little kooky. We give tarot readings. We have the Knight of Rods in reverse. The Six of Swords in reverse. The Fool. I like when the Fool's the outcome. That means a lot. Eight of Cups on the bottom. Let's go through this. Knight of Rods in reverse. Conflict. Emotional conflict. Six of Swords in reverse. Vulnerability and fear. Betrayal. Aquarius, you're looking at something. You're looking at someone. And you're seeing the true nature of what's going on. That's what Aquarians do. People often confuse us with water signs. We're air. We're carrying a bucket of water. But instead of water, I like to think of a big bucket of truth. We go around pouring little buckets of truth on people's heads. So we see this for what it is. But we still feel deeply. The Fool. The Fool is the outcome. The positive forces that guide you. I think this is an interesting visual. The Knight of Rods and the Fool, this way. They're kind of like in this interesting, right? Like they're like, this infinity loop. I think what you've got here is you knew from the outcome what was going on at the beginning. You were just a little turned around because emotions are going wild right now. But you know this is not the path for you. You know it's not the most in alignment choice. The Eight of Cups as your bottom of your deck. Withdrawal from the present situation. Meditate on this. Decline of a matter which is of little consequence for good or evil. This is not a big situation. It's not that dramatic. It feels like a telenovela, but it's not that dramatic. So just know that. Know that. Scorpio. Scorpio. Shifty. You have that thing. It's very attractive. It's very attractive. Eight of Swords, Ten of Rods, Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Major Arcana at the bottom. So this is a love situation. Eight of Swords immediately, bound, blind. This is feelings. Eight of Swords. The inability to extricate yourself from this situation is leading you to the Ten of Rods in reverse. Conflict of opposites, difficulties. Yeah, this is just relationship. Ten of Cups as your outcome. Perfection of human love and friendship, contentment. Do you get out? Can you get out? I'm getting a trapped, the French would say, coincé. I feel very coincé right now. Blind and in the throes of this. But there is a rainbow. There is a silver lining here. What are you going to do about it? See, that'd be fun to know, is if I reflect this reading back to you and then you write back with, so here's what I did. Thanks for the reflection. And maybe it has nothing to do with you. This is that disclaimer of, it's not your reading. It's not your reading. That one was your reading, though. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What's interesting about Sagittarius, to keep going with that candle metaphor, it's like Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast. You can reignite that candle should it ever get blown out. You can do that because you are fire. You are the element of fire. You can always reignite. There's no need to burn your candle from both ends. And that's what I find with the Sagittarians that I know when they're burnt, they burn themselves out. They went too fast, too soon. Okay, the Moon. The Chariot in reverse. The Hierophant. Three big messages. The Moon. A yearning for fulfillment. You want something. Dreaming. You're the seeker, Sagittarius. You are dreaming, and you've got the Chariot in reverse. I feel like the thing you want is not going to happen. Failure. This is a failure message, but it's a reflection of you. So inside you, you're worried about this failure. That could be your, I don't want to portend failure. It just feels like you feel like it's going to fail. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're going to be okay. Beating that feeling of failure is sometimes impossible. It's so impossible to find that, like, we're going to get through this. Three of Cups as your bottom of your deck. Bountiful outcome. Imperfection and merriment. Fulfillment. Healing. This is good stuff. I think that face the fear. This could work out. This is not portending a big failure other than your internal feeling of failure, which is correct. Your feelings are never wrong, Sagittarius. But push through this one. Try that. Taurus. Taurus. I have a giraffe. That's Cassandra Danielle. I have a little baby giraffe. One of my students gave it to me. Hey, Derek, if you're watching. Let's see. Okay, Sagittarius. No. Taurus. It's very Aquarian. I always forget where I am. I thought it was Tuesday all day today. Let's see. Taurus. Justice. Queen of Swords. Seven of Rods. Okay. Power. Legal. You've been wronged. You want justice. That's what you want. A shift in personal consciousness. There's a subject. Queen of Swords. This subject has to do with mom energy. There's something about mom or motherhood. Seven of Rods. Outnumbered by adversaries. No one agrees with you. The chief stands alone. You feel so in the right. You feel so in the right. Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Possessive of material things. The power that such possession wields. This is a material world conflict. You want something, you're not getting it. It could be emotion. It could be an emotion that you want from mom. We all want that. Maybe a conversation. Let me know if this resonates. This is an interesting one for me. I'm going to ask a clarifying card. Clarify this motherly feeling I'm feeling. The World. Interesting. Reward, completion, cosmic consciousness. Okay, yeah. Have the conversation. Have the conversation. I think it will lead to an expanded consciousness, at least a resolution of this inner turmoil toward this energy. Libra. Air. You're liking to float away. Libra, let's see. What's going on for Libra? Libra's been coming a lot in my mind lately. It's very intriguing. There's an intrigue to Libra. Six of Swords. Four of Rods in reverse. Page of Swords. Travel. I'm seeing travel. Journey by water. You live near water? Six of Swords. Action toward resolution through another person. Four of Rods in reverse. That's a good sign. I think this card means the same both ways. I don't really see a difference. Blessings. There's emotional blessings here. It's like you've got to take action, maybe by water. Follow it through to this person. Have the chat. Page of Swords. Watchfulness, spying, examination. So take that journey, get there, talk to them, but don't reveal all your cards. I think maybe you should just talk about how you're feeling and don't push it too hard. That's what I'm feeling here, because you're going to want to push. That spying, creepy Page of Swords, he's clever. He's like a fox. The Fool. This to me is in this reading is reading as a positive thing. You're being guided by this thing. Foolish or not, follow it through. Okay. Cancer. Cancer. I have such a good time with Cancer. They're some of the most hardworking people I know. And they do deep dives, deep watery dives. I have a good relationship with Cancer because it's fun to be air, and we can kind of pull Cancer back up to the surface when they're, at the bottom. Let's see. Eight of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Eight of Swords in reverse. Anxiety. Theme. Anxiety. Over what? Over what? Ace of Pentacles. Bliss, ecstasy, gold, wealth. Is it money? Is it money woes? There's an anxiety over a thing, a fantasy. I'm getting a fantasy reading from this. Seven of Swords in reverse. Counsel, instruction, and sound advice. Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. Okay, it's all work. This is business and work. You want out. This is not unlike yesterday's reading. You want to burst through this thing, and it's coming up again. I don't know if it's more money. I don't know if it's a better job. It feels like, it's Ace of Pentacles just right there. Coin. And it feels like you're struggling. A lot of anxiety. The advice card did feel like seek out talking. Talk to somebody about this. At least get it out. Okay. Leo. I think Leo is my second favorite sign to Aquarius. And then Virgo. That's my third favorite. Just for some reason. The Magician. Judgment in reverse. The Emperor. Okay. Eight of Rods on the bottom of the deck. The Magician. Alchemy. There's something here about needing to change something in your life. Big change. Judgment in reverse. Physical health is threatened. What are you doing? What are you doing, Leo? Eight of Rods is the overarching theme, and that is momentum toward your desired end. Expectations, arrows of love. I feel like this is a love reading. I feel like you're shooting a lot of arrows out. And you are the magician. You're trying to make these arrows work. You're really going into these dates with these people, let's say. But it's just, there's haste in it. It's too fast. It's too much. You're expending your psychic energy. And the Emperor is telling you, find your alignment. Don't give it away so freely. Stay you. You can still have fun. You can still do you, but don't give it away. Hold on to that as you're doing all the things you're doing with all the people you're doing them with. Okay, Leo. Capricorn. Capricorn. It's so good to be around a Capricorn. It's like this calming. It feels like you're meant to be on Earth. You're meant to be exactly where you are. Hey, Juicy Bee. Juicy Bee. It's a great name when you're with a Capricorn. Capricorns are great. I need them in my life. I think my Neptune's in Capricorn. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Nine of Rods in reverse. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. What am I feeling? There's a distrust here, especially followed by the Devil in reverse. That's interesting. Spiritual understanding. Pettiness. There's a distrust because this person is very third dimensional. They're very in the material world. There's a Kardashian plastic thing that you're seeing from this person. Nine of Rods in reverse. Distress and obstacles, adversity. Feels like you want to tear away, but you haven't had the courage to really just pull yourself away from this psychic vampire. I'm getting a psychic vampire plastic reading. The Five of Pentacles, loneliness. It's like when you're with this person, you're even more lonely than if you were just at home eating an apple, which I love to do. So it's all about owning your feeling. You know what this is. You know who this person is. You know what you've got to do. I think you just got to do it now. I did. Aries was the first one, Juicy B. Probably about a minute in. Gemini. Air. sparkle in your eye. There is such a sparkle in the eye of Gemini. That's that big kid thing. But there's a very pouty kind of, if they don't get what they want. I've noticed that. Very fun, very fascinating. Judgment in reverse. The Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Cups. This is a message. Message from the Page of Cups. Art. There's help. Can mean the birth of a child, so maybe that's a good thing, but that's not the feeling. What I'm feeling is new idea. You're a new idea person right now. You're meeting some adversity. Judgment in reverse. There's a disillusion. People are saying you're disillusioned. People are saying you're too attached to this crazy idea. The Hanged Man, if you can pass through that social thing, all of that judgment, Hanged Man will lead you to being the real you. You might be hanged. You might be metaphorically hanged. They don't get it. They don't get it. The Three of Pentacles in the outcome position. Mediocrity in work or person, immaturity. I'm seeing you bending under the weight of other people's opinions, and I'm seeing you going with that and then having, at best, mediocre work. I think this is a potential future here of what it means to really feel that weight of what other people think of you. I can't tell you to let that go. That's not my decision to make. How do you let that go? I don't know. But if your work is taking a dive or you're not hitting those levels you know you can hit, it's because you're not owning your new thought. That's what I'm getting. Last but not least, Pisces. There's such a cool energy to Pisces. If you've ever been in a room with multiple Pisceans, is that what you say, Piscean? It really feels like this darty school of fish, and I mean it in a good way. It's like there's so much dreamy energy. Dreamers. Pisces are dreamers. Let's see what's going on, Pisces. Tower. Temperance in reverse. Six of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so you've got this big paradigm shift. There's a change. There's a change coming. Temperance in reverse. Conflicting interests in business or personal life. Unfortunate combinations. You've got to make this change, and it's going to affect people. It's going to affect people close to you. Six of Pentacles. Business success. I'm getting a finance thing. I'm getting a business thing. I'm getting a change of heart about a project. Some people will be hurt. You might be very vulnerable through this. But if you can find your courage through it, you wind up in the green. You wind up in the green emotionally. You wind up in the green financially. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's that same thing that we just went through with Gemini. You feel so out on your own. The cheese stands alone. You're hanging out to dry. But that's life. That's life. Even doing these readings, this is new for me. I find them fun. I like exploring archetypes. I like exploring the puzzle of the scene. My filter is my filter. And if this resonates for you, I'm so glad. Pisces, if not, fantastic. Nothing's changed. I think that's it. That went by so fast. I was having so much fun. I've got this big hunk of serpentine that I'm just staring at. This stone means so much to me. I got it in Issaquah at Salmon Days last year. It's like a festival. And it's just so green, and I think it's from Oregon or Washington. It's just so, there's an integrity to this stone. I feel comfortable around it, and the green is so calming. Okay, so that's my stone for the day, serpentine. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with more of your occult needs. Bye.